welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. I know it's Friday. I will be honest with you guys, yesterday I just didn't feel like editing a video. Yeah, I don't know how to even begin to explain my mood. It's just been so up and down. There's like things going on and everything, so I'm just like trying to take each day as it comes. So yesterday I had every intention of like getting this video out, but I didn't even start editing it. My sleeping pattern's been a mess. Yeah, it's all a mess. But you know, life happens. You know, things happen. But I hope you guys don't mind that it's Friday, not Thursday. I don't think you'll mind. I mean, you still get a video. It's okay, right? It's okay. But yeah, back with another video from Newcrest. I did finish this one pretty soon after the other one, to be fair. Or I think I started it pretty soon after the other one. I can't actually remember. But I finished it and started it pretty recently. Oh no, that's a lie. I finished this at like 5 o'clock on Thursday morning. So that's why I didn't get around to editing it, because yesterday I just wanted to sleep all day. But we are back with another video for the Newcrest series. So I hope you're enjoying these Craftsman builds, because I really like a Craftsman. I didn't know how much I would love like this style of home. Like, I just loved the exterior of it. And I don't think the interior is very much like Craftsman inspired, but then again, I have to look at some photos of like Craftsman inspired homes. I'm not sure. I had a real hard time, sorry for all the but I had a really hard time figuring out how to get this house to work. So I started it before and then scrapped it because it just was really long and there was going to have literally no garden, because I followed through with the actual floor plan. And this time around I said, you know what, I'm going to follow with the floor plan slightly, but I'm going to change it so that it makes sense for this build. So I did have like some like changes made to the original build, but I will show you the reference image that I used, so I'll pop it on the screen for you to see now. I did change like the color. Well, I didn't really change the color scheme too much. I still kept with that beigey tone, but I really like the way these homes look together, like in a row. Like, they just look so aesthetically pleasing, especially because this one is next to the other one that's very like neutral, the last video that I just did. Okay, so we're currently in the Ridgeline Drive neighborhood, which is where we're building now, and this lot was the Cookout Lookout lot, and the last one we did was the Civic Cliffs. So we've done Hillside Highlands, we've done Civic Cliffs, Cookout Lookout, and Sandy Run, I think it's called. So we have the Optimist Lookout lot left, which is quite a big one. I think it's 40 by 30, 40 by 20, I can't remember, but it's a big one. So I'm undecided. I think I might keep it to a house. I think I might keep it to a residential though, and we just do a big family home, like a big one. Like, I'm thinking like 6 bedrooms. I'm so scared to edit them to even furnish 6 bedrooms. Maybe we'll do 5. I don't know. I'm scared. Let me know if I should make it a big family. I want to make it a big family lot, to be fair, because I was thinking of making one section of the neighborhood like a bit commercial. So the Bridge View, which is like this area with the like 2 20 by 15 lots, I believe. Yeah, it is. So that area, I'm going to make the 20 by 15 lot starter homes. So I'm going to make sure it's 20k under, and have them as like single sims or couple homes. And then the 3 other lots, like the Midtown Meadows, Beach, Bayway, and Bayway, is that how you say it? Byway? And Fern Park, I'm going to have them be slightly bigger. So maybe 2 to 3 bedroom homes, but slightly smaller homes, just because they're slightly smaller lots. I think they're 20 by 30, so they're not huge homes, but I'll make them like cozy-ish homes. I don't know if I should limit it to like starter funds for that whole lot, because in my mind, Bridgeview feels a bit more like the starter neighborhood, and then like the neighborhood that we're doing, Ridgeline, is a bit more like they've got a bit more money, basically. So that's what I was thinking. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. And then I was going to do Llama Lagoon as like the community lot, so restaurant, a gym. I don't know if I'll do a library or museum. I never go to them in the game. I'll go to a library, but not a museum. So maybe we'll do a library. But there's 5 lots. Or was there 6? Am I getting it wrong? There's 5 lots. So we have 5 community lots to do for Newcrest, and we also have 6 more residential lots to do. So we still got a lot to go for Newcrest, but I'm really enjoying the series now that I'm like back on the flow of it. I'm really enjoying it. I think we're gonna finish off Ridge Line Drive, and then we'll move on to do the next lot of residential lots in Bridgeview, and then we'll do the community lots last. I might switch it up and do like community lots in the middle, but it depends on like my inspiration. If I feel it, we'll see what happens, but we'll see. But yeah, I still want a green home, so I think the last lot for this neighborhood will be a green home. So yeah, I've got plans. I've seen a home that I like the look of, so I'm gonna try and replicate it. Wish me luck. But let's get back to this build that's going on right now. So I had Sims in mind for this build, which I'm trying to do for this Newcrest series. I'm trying to have Sims in mind, and I did make the Sims that I wanted to kind of live here. I do have to remember, I can't actually remember where I got the sim from, so I might have to put it in the description or put it on the screen. But I found a sim on the gallery and I just made him a household basically. So we have a single dad and he has a son, but he had that in a previous relationship. So I'd imagine they had a child very young. So it was like very young when they had a child, maybe like high school sweethearts kind of thing. Had a child at a very young age, and the mother was like, this isn't for me kind of thing, so they left. And I made it sound really weird then, but basically he's a single dad with his son, and he's remarried and they've just had a toddler. So the dad has 2 children now, 2 different mothers, but that's the kind of family I had in mind. So I wanted the mum to kind of feel a bit house proud almost. So like I use tones in this house as well that I don't normally use. Like I went for things that I don't normally use and swatches that I don't normally use, which I really enjoyed. I had a lot of fun building this. Like I got through it quite quickly as well, which is weird, but I think it's because I stopped overthinking. I just put the items down. I just hit my headphones. I put the items down. I picked a swatch that I wanted and just focused on that swatch. Picked on a few things that I liked and just kept with it instead of like swapping and changing. So there's not a lot of swapping and changing in this house specifically. The outside I feel like I messed around with it probably a bit more, but not so much inside. But we'll talk about that when we get inside. The landscaping was very, very simple, basic. Just did some kind of, I wouldn't even call them aloe vera plants because I think there are ones that are aloe vera plants, but those ones aren't it. But again, always debug. Did some flowers, some trees, and like I said, those like plant things. I don't even know what they're called. Like the spiky plant, that one. I just think it needed to be simple, kept very minimal. I can imagine like they've moved into this house and they didn't want it to be like super fancy and fussy with the outside, so we just kept it simple. I was kind of thinking that maybe they had the baby and they was originally living with the in-laws basically. So the sim that I just got from the gallery, him and his teen son moved in with the wife and lived with the wife's parents and basically saved up so they could get this house. And once the baby kind of, their new child aged up to a toddler, they was like, yep, it's time to move out. They need more space. Yeah, and also I had in mind that the mum wants to have her own like beauty, not beauty necessarily, but like self-care, wellness space. So they needed more space for that. And maybe she has her own like spot. Maybe she was just like renting out a chair or a table, like a massage table from the local spa, but she really wanted her own home spot. So I made it so they have a bit of a conservatory kind of like, I don't know if it would be called a conservatory necessarily, but I've made them a little space on the side of the house. And that is where she has a massage table and also the massage chair, which I had so much trouble with when I had to play test it, because like, so you had to be in such, like, I had to move the chair around, so the way it looks in the video that I'm doing, like the speedball portion looks different to the screenshots, because when I play tested it, I had to change it because it didn't function well. So it was very, very annoying. But other than that, that was the only thing that I had problems with. I don't think there's anything, yeah. I believe that was the only thing I had to change because that was the only thing I had problems with. Typical. But yeah. So I imagine that they wanted to have the space for that, so they've been saving up. You know, now their baby is a toddler, they've got the money, so they've recently-ish moved in. So I felt like the house wasn't like super cluttered or super detailed just because they've recently moved in. So I wanted to make it seem like they've just put in the furniture they like in, if that makes sense. So I gave them a little garden area because I can imagine she's also a foodie. I think I made her a foodie as well. If you want the Sims, I'll put them in the gallery, but I haven't put them on the gallery at the moment because I don't know if you guys want the Sims on there or not. But yeah. I believe I made her a foodie, and I kind of had in mind that she probably wants to grow her own fruit and veg and stuff, and to be able to make her own like food, to like just cut down the cost, but also it's just part of like culture. They just find it a lot more effective to just like grow their own herbs and like things like random things, like not random, but like things that are easier to grow, like tomatoes and things like that. So that's what I put in the vertical planters. Wow. I don't know anything, do I? I'm a bit frazzled as well. I just finished an interview and I'm just super nervous because I need a job, guys. I need a job, and and I don't want any jobs. So I've been like putting myself in, like I've been applying for careers that I feel like are like beyond my expertise. Not beyond my expertise personally, but like I got an interview for a job and I just was like, what did they see on my CV? Like, I want to know. Like, I wish I could have asked them, but I feel nervous to ask someone, like, what was it on my CV that drew you to this, like, thought I would match this position? Because I applied to roles, and I'm just hoping for the best. So it was just wild to be in that situation where they asked me questions, I was talking about things, and I was just a bit like, wow, I'm really a big girl now. Like, I'm a big girl. Like, I'm having to make, like, adult things happen. I'm still, like, I'm a 28-year-old trapped in, like, a 14-year-old's body, in a sense. Like, I can't, just wow. I don't think that makes any sense, but just wow, guys. Fingers crossed I get the job. Well, I still have 2 other stages of the interviews to go through, which I think are so long to go through, like, several stages of interview process. But, you know, it is what it is. If I want a big girl job, I gotta do big girl things. So, there we go. But what was I saying before I started waffling on about this interview that's got me frazzled? The, household, yes. So she's a foodie, so I thought like she cooks a lot. Maybe the family cook a lot together as well. I thought that was kind of cute. And then the husband, what career did I put him in? I think I put him in the engineer career. So he's like very like ambitious, very studious. He knows what he likes. He definitely went to university. He definitely studied very long and hard for his degree in engineering. I feel that for him. But he's also very much like a family man, especially because he had a child at a young age. He's like got his head on. He knows what he wants. He's got goals. He wants to achieve them. And then with the teen son, I had in mind that he's like Mr. Popular in school. I know I recently did it, not recently, but the second house, well actually both houses that I've done so far that are fully furnished for this Newcrest series, they both have teens in it. So I've done 3 teens already for this neighborhood, but maybe we'll do smaller children or younger children in the kind of starvish homes, or like the homes that are like a bit cheaper, I'm gonna say, but I don't know if I'm gonna make them that cheap, we'll see. But yeah, the teen, I felt like he's a bit of a Mr. Popular, I wouldn't even say jack of all trades. He's very good with art, so I wanted him to kind of have the kind of space to do some like graphic design, which I think do you need programming skill? I don't think it's really programming skill that you do the graphic design. I'm pretty sure it's art skill still, right? I can't even remember. But I feel like programming, you do logos and things like that. So I kind of had in mind that maybe he does like that side of like art. But I don't know how to describe it. He's more of a graphic designer than he is like a fine art artist kind of thing. So I gave him a slablet so that he can like practice programming. But now I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure he still needs the artist like painting career. Skill. Guys, clearly I don't know Sims. But yes, that is the theme I had for the team. He's just a bit, a cool kid. Everyone knows him. He's popular. He does a bit of football in school as well. Very athletic. Very into fashion as well. I kind of had like he's a stylist. He's styling on them at school. Okay, everyone's like, this guy's coming in with a new fresh fit, and everyone wants to know where it's from, what he's doing. He probably like thrifts a lot as well. So maybe we should make a thrifty shop. Like thrift/bubble tea shop, because I think that's what it has to be. That could be fun. Yeah, we're doing that. That's gonna be one of the lots in the community, the space. We're gonna do a thrifty shop, okay? Ooh, okay. I'm excited about that. But anyway, God, this voiceover is all over the place. I am so sorry, guys. But we did the kitchen, which you've seen. I've gone for very like neutral tones, so it's very like warm, but like yellowy warm as opposed to like orangey warm. In terms of woods, I hope that makes sense. And with the dining area and the kitchen, it's I wouldn't say it's small necessarily, but it's not like huge. But it's enough space to fit a dining set table, and it was kind of cute to watch them sit together and eat as well. That was kind of cute. So yeah, I always furnish at least one bathroom off camera. I also furnish the hallway that goes between the bedroom and the bathroom. So the toddler bedroom, the teen's bedroom, and the bathroom, I did that hallway off of camera as well. But this hallway is the one that goes from the kitchen to the like conservatory kind of area, but also the bedroom for the parents, and they have their own like walk-in wardrobe space and also their own ensuite bathroom. And then we have the laundry area as well that's in this hallway, because originally in the floor plan that was like the laundry space had its own room, but trying to work that through and trying to get the roof in, it was a struggle. So I decided, you know what, scrap that, I'm gonna put the laundry wherever I want to put it, okay? So I did, and I've kind of left the space so it feels a bit more open. So I've done archways as opposed to doors. So then your doors are really like for bedrooms, bathrooms, and also the like conservatory area, which we're doing now. So I've just basically placed out all the stuff that I wanted to use. I wanted to use the massage table and then the massaging chair as well. So Spa Day got a refresh like last year, I think it was. could be 2 years maybe. I don't even remember. But they got a refresh and basically got a few more items for the spa day refresh, which I'm really hoping that with this summit maybe they announce another refresh. Like, I really want a refresh, but I can't decide if I want it to be Get to Work or Dine Out. I think Get to Work should be probably first, but Dine Out is one of my favorite packs to use, so I want it to be Dine Out. I really want it to be Dine Out. And I just wish Get to Work would refresh it in a sense of like you can own your own businesses and you could also live on a lot, so they can like have a bit of a hybrid. I bet you with any money, if they did that, it would be bugged from the get-go and they'd have to patch it, because I just don't see how the game at this point they can add anything into this game without it being a mess at first and then having to patch it and semi-fix it. It's a shame that this is just what you expect from the game, but sometimes you just have to accept, you know, what it is that's happening and like decide to either get with it or to run. And at this point I'm kind of invested in The Sims, so I'm here right now. So I don't complain a lot about The Sims because I'm a bit like, I also play the game, like I also pay the money to the game. So not to say I can't complain because I pay the money, but like I don't really complain about things if I'm going to keep doing the same thing. Like, isn't that the definition of insanity? So I just don't. Or like doing the same things again and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity, right? Yeah. Anyway, I ramble. But I decided to go with like this red color for the SWAT because it was different, and I was originally going to go with maybe a blue to match with the curtains. The curtains from the Desert Lux kit. If you haven't already downloaded it and you already have The Sims 4, download it because it's free and it won't be free after the 18th. No, it's free up until the 17th, I believe. So yeah, once the base game goes free, that pack will then be the standard £5 or $5 wherever you are in the world. And I had to like move some things around, like I said, but I also had to get rid of some things. I believe the tables next to the massage chair, I got rid of that. Well, not the tables, but the table next to the massage chair, I got rid of that. And then also the like I had a bit of like a seating area almost. I said that with quotation marks there, and it just wasn't functioning with the items, so I had to get rid of that as well, which was very annoying because I thought it was a very cute little area. So you have your magazines, you could read and wait. And I also tried to get the Sims to play test it so that they could not announce, but like promote their services, I think, on Simstagram. I think that's what you do. And then they like basically like a random person will turn up at your house and like come for a massage, but for some reason they just stood there, so I didn't understand what was wrong there. But then after that happened, I just play tested it with the Sims that we have in the house. So I just play tested the massage table and the massage chair, foot and hand massages, just to make sure that all worked and it was fine. So I did have to shuffle it around a bit as well. I didn't make them a separate office either, so the office space is in the living room. So sometimes I prefer to have a separate office, but then in this space I was a bit like, the office space, or like the computer, the family computer, is generally going to be used for the mum. So like promote her services. Maybe she wants to like, maybe she has like a food blog as well. So she's like very much into the socials in like terms of social media, very like tech savvy, I would say. Maybe not tech savvy necessarily, but like she's aware of how to market herself basically. So she's probably got like a food blog. She's probably got like an Instagram about her wellness program and like services as well. So she's very much in the world of social media is what I would say. So I thought that was going to be mainly used by the mum, and the dad probably not so much. He's an engineer, so he's very much like hands-on with his career. And then the teen, I gave him the tablet so that he can just like be in his room, do his own thing, as opposed to like having to like use the main computer. I could have given him a laptop, but I kind of like the idea of him not having a laptop and him just like maybe hanging out at the library, or maybe he hangs out at the thrifty place because they have like a computer. Maybe I think that's a requirement, but I'm not sure. I think the one in Copperdale has a computer, but I can't remember. I think I've only been there once, so I can't remember. But with the living room, I did use a high school pack, the high school years chairs, and originally I went with the big sofa, and I really liked the throw, and I was like, okay, we're gonna go with the green. It kind of matches the wallpaper, and then I didn't think about the fact that there's not a matching sofa necessarily. The other sofa isn't the same shape or style, it's just similar tones, so I just made it work. I honestly just made it work, and I thought maybe that's a new fashion thing, and I don't know it yet. You know, maybe it's a new thing. Well, the sofas look different, but they're a set, so that's why I went with. And I basically just like put a TV above the fireplace and a chair in the corner, which was from the Paranormal Stuff pack, and I wasn't expecting to have a matching swatch, but there's a white swatch with like a green, sage green cushion on it, and it really matches in with the rest of the room, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised that it matched in, so I kept it. And then I just put a speaker or stereo in the corner, and then also like the basket with some cushions and throws in it as well, just so it's a bit more cozy and lived in. And I cluttered up the kind of entrance a bit with some shoes and another basket and then a mirror as well. So it feels cozy. And then this is the teenager's bedroom. I kind of talked over it a bit. But I kind of went with this grey theme. I also wanted to match in with some of the tones from the Dream Home Decorator wallpaper. So you've got that blue, grey, white-ish tone, and then there's also like this burgundy tone, I think it is. So I tried to match that in a bit with the desk chair. So that's why there's a bit of a pop of colour there. But I liked it as mixed match. And I liked it because it's a teen bedroom. I don't imagine that he's, gonna match everything up. But at the same time, he's very into his fashion. So I kind of thought maybe he would have a bit more of a say in how his room is decorated and how it looks. And I put a little beanbag as well down there so he could watch the TV and play on the console as well. And he also sat there in red, which I thought was really cute. And we've got a laundry basket because we've obviously got the laundry day stuff in there, and I didn't put the laundry baskets in the hallway. I decided to just put one in each room. So I put one in the teens room and one in the parents' bedroom. The toddler stuff will just automatically go to the parents' one, I believe, the hamper. Having two hampers in game can be very annoying sometimes, but the aesthetic wise it looks cute because obviously you need it, but functional wise it's very annoying. Pretty sure the last thing I do in this bedroom is the size up the skateboards. I wish we had skateboards in the Sims. I really wish we had that. Like, I would love to do like a whole skater boy or skater girl like room. I don't know why. Like, I can't for the life of me skate on a skateboard. I can roller skate a little bit. I'm not great at it, but I can. So yeah, that's kind of the vibes that I wanted to go for for him. Like, he's just a cool kid. I just thought he was a cool kid, so I made his room feel a bit more like cool and easy and calm and just like not too busy, but also it's a teen's room, so I wanted it to feel a bit like he has a personality and there's things going on in his room. And then this is the toddler's room. Can you tell there's a theme here? Like this green theme. I didn't intend for this to happen, but it's happening. It's because I've recently made a toddler's room in another like save that I was doing, and I had like white walls, and I used the high school years dresser, and it's like a white swatch with like green leaves on it or plants on it. It just looks so pretty and dainty, and I put that in the nursery, and I just thought this is a vibe. So for some reason I just felt like I was gonna make this toddler's room green, and I ran with it. So we got like green, we got some yellows in there as well. I put the little teddy bear on the side table because I thought it was really cute. I put up a picture, but now thinking about it, I'm like, that picture could have really been changed out for like a poster that was a bit more childlike, because that one just looks like it was just placed there for the sake of being placed there. So apologies for that. Get rid of that if you want to get rid of it. But if you do want this house, it's always up in the gallery. I always post my builds in the gallery. I totally forgot to mention as well, the cookout lookout lot is a 30 by 20 lot. There's 3 bedrooms in total, 2 bathrooms, and it did come up to 98,000 simoleons. So not the most expensive build, but also not my cheapest build on the gallery. So there's an in between there. So it is 98,433. Wait, 98,433 simoleons. Is that how you say it? Why do I never know how to say numbers? I don't understand that. But yeah, I just put a little plushy thingy, little cozy seat on the edge of the bedroom there. I thought it was cute. And I basically just pulled the items out that I had in the main bathroom, the one that can be used by everyone, but also it's in between the teens room and the toddler's room. I just pulled the same items out with a few differences. So for the ensuite, just because I felt like it's a bathroom there, most of the time I'm going to be decorated the same or look the same. Not this one, the other one, the main bathroom that can be shared by everyone. My favorite bathroom, hands down. Because when I originally put the tiles down and everything, I was like, oh, it's going to be a very blue bathroom. But then I was like, hold on a second, there's a bit of like a yellowy goldy tone in that tile. Pull that out. So I pulled out like an orangey yellowy towel. We got the yellow, what do you call it? Robe. We've got like the yellow mat. We've got like the gold sink. Oh my god, like I fell in love with this this bathroom. I've never used these like tones in a bathroom before, and I really love the way it turned out. I love it. When you see the screenshots, let me know if you like the bathroom as well, because I really like the way the bathroom turned out. And I never add radiators on my builds, but I decided to add in something, just a little extra detail, especially to the master bathroom. Like, it just felt a bit empty in that area where I put the shower and the like bathrobe, so I decided to put a radiator there as well, and then a picture above it. And then this is a little bit in between, so it's meant to be like a walk-in closet, but I've just done the like get together walk-in closet on one side, and then I've done like a little dresser side table on the other side, just above the window, just next to the window. And I really wanted a mirror, but I just couldn't figure out what mirror I would use to like put on the table to make it look like a vanity almost. So I put one on the side, which is kind of weird, but in my mind I was like, imagine, just pretend with me that mirror comes out of the wall and it's on like the little arm. Is it called an arm? I don't know. Do you know the ones that you can use when you're like shaving and stuff? That one. There's normally in a bathroom. Just pretend with me that that's what the mirror is. It can, you know, move around freely, okay? And it's just very neatly compact into the wall, but it can move. So it's very useful when you're doing your makeups and your hair. So just pretend with me, okay? Please? Okay, thank you. But once I did that, I knew already I wanted to use that fluffy chair from high school years back. I just feel like that gives me very much like dressing room vibes. It just feels cozy. You'd sit there and you're like your robe as you're getting ready. You're like, I want a chair like that. I really want a chair like that. It just was cozy to me. And then this is their bedroom, which is like the master bedroom. I didn't know what to do with all this space. This bedroom was so long. I wish I would have shrunk it down some more because it was just so long. I didn't know what to do with it. So to me, it feels a bit empty. But for you, it might be okay. But if you want to add more to it, please do. If you want to change it, please do. Because I feel like it feels a bit empty. I do. But I kind of want to keep the theme that the mum kind of, I wouldn't say she's like a actually, I did have in mind that she would be a workaholic. She's always got something on her mind, I think, when it comes to work and new ideas. So I put the notepad with a pen on her bedside because I kind of made it seem like she's always like jotting down ideas. She's always got things that she wants to post and write about on her blog and things like that. So that's why I put it there. And then with the dad's side, I just put him the little, with the high school years pack, you got like a mini game, little, I don't know how to, I forgot what it was called. Just, it reminds me of like a PSP. Is that what it was called back in the day? The little handheld PlayStation thing? It reminds me of that, but obviously a bit more cool and funky because it's newer. But that's what I put there. Because I kind of made it seem like, you know, maybe at night he goes and sits in bed and just like plays some games on that little portable gaming thingy. And I was going to give him a TV, but then I thought maybe the mum's like anti-TV in the bedroom. So like the teen could get away with it, but she was like, no, there's no TV in our bedroom. This is our space to be zen and relax, even though she'll be like writing notes about work all day in her bed before she sleeps. But yeah, we're pretty much coming to the end because it's the last room that I do. And I just add some final details, but you'll see screenshots at the end. Again, if you want this build, it is up on the gallery. My gallery ID is Sabythesimmer, or you can search Sabira02 as well. And I am streaming again tonight. I'm doing some Sims. We're going to do every room is a different color, so come and check that out. What else? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Probably not. Probably am. But yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Give this video a like as well. I would really appreciate it. I'm sorry for this voiceover being so all over the place, guys. But I really hope you have a great weekend. If I don't see you on stream, no worries. I'll see you back here on YouTube on Tuesday for a new video. Take care, guys. Bye.